Hi, my name is Todd Ale. I'm a violin teacher, and today we're going to talk about tone. Perhaps you've already been playing in book one and your teacher is discussing the sound you're creating and saying you need more sound. In Suzuki books there's something called tonalization, and Suzuki made up that word. I think he got it from vocalization, and he created this to be a tone study. So if you use those books, memorize the tonalizations, and then only concentrate on the points that would create a better tone. The first thing I'm going to say is that this one, what I'm going to discuss, is for a medium bow weight, medium bow speed. There's many different ways to do this. If you're out over the fingerboard, it would take a lot of speed. Up near the bridge, very slow and heavy. Right now we're talking about bowing halfway between the fingerboard and the bridge, so right there, and a medium amount of bow and bow weight. So perhaps you've already seen the exercise where you hold your bow upside down or backwards, where your tip is now a frog, or the tip is pointing towards the floor. And the reason you would do this is to let the weight up here pull the bow into the string. That way you don't have to do the work. But once you turn your bow around again, of course, you have to create that. I had a really great violin teacher, he's one of my best, and his name's Richard Fuchs. He teaches at the University of Northern Colorado in Greeley. He's still there, so if you're in that area, look him up. Anyway, he used to come behind us while we were playing and flip the tip while we were playing and see if the bow came right back to the string, or if when he flipped it, it popped out. And what he was trying to prove to us was whether or not, we were playing into the string. So how do you get into the string? Well, I'm going to use imagery here. I want you to think of 3 different ships out in the water, or boats. One is a super tanker, and it's very heavy, hangs very low in the water. Another one's a medium-sized, medium-weight bow. It's into the water, certainly not up on top of it, but it's not like the super tanker. And the last would just be, say, a little wave runner or a jet ski or a small sailboat, which just bounces on top of the water. Now for the bow stroke that I'm talking about using, which would be medium in speed, right between the bridge and the fingerboard, we do not want to be just floating on the top of the water like the wave runner. Otherwise we get this airy quality. And we do not want to be the super tanker, which is deep, deep, deep into the water, or we crush the sound. So how can you get the medium ship or boat? Look at my bow, okay? I'm going to make the stick touch the hair, back out about halfway, keep that weight into the stick so that it does not change from that point. Now imagine for a moment that you're painting a fence with a paintbrush. You dip your brush in the bucket of paint and you start painting. Now I don't want you to let the hairs of your paintbrush leave the fence when you get to the ends before you turn the paintbrush around. Keep the brush on the fence as you turn it around. It's the same principle here. You're not going to let the weight out at each end before you turn it around. You're going to keep the bow weight into the string and just turn it around. So what's happening in the bow hand to make this happen? I feel a little firmness in the thumb, and the first finger, of course, is going to oppose it. Imagine you're holding a large glass of water and you want to pour it down the drain, okay? Like so. That rotation is what causes the stick to go into the string. Now, once you can do that, keeping it into the string, then you must stare at your contact point, as I've discussed in one of my other videos. Does your bow slide? If you can keep it in one spot, keeping the same amount of weight in the bow so that it does not come out at each end. That doesn't mean it doesn't come off the string. I mean, of course it does not come off the string, but you can still let weight out and keep the hair in contact with the string. You must keep it all the same for now. And listen and see if the sound changes as you turn your bow around. Do you have a moment of weightlessness? Imagine you're driving in your car and you hit a speed bump. Does your car come off of the street? No, but does it kind of go up? Yes. That's what we don't want at the bow change before you turn around. No speed bump. Keep it in and just turn around. So right now, again, right here, medium boat weight. All right, thumb is up a little bit, first finger's down a little bit, and you just stay in one spot and don't slide. And listen to your tone. Good luck.